Real values to me mean that I should treat others the way that I want to be treated. When people come in, give them a smile, make them feel happy, make them feel like they're welcomed whenever they walk into the credit union.
For me, real isn't just something that we do, it's who we are. For me, I think of my day-to-day real activities, if you will, just being genuine, being honest, treating people with dignity and respect.
After a while, our real standards become so real to us that it becomes second nature, and it's just a part of who we are and a way that we interact with our members.
I think when members are coming to the credit union, they're wanting to deal with people about personal issues, and they want somebody to act like a friend to them.
The real values came about as a result of an employee-led initiative. So employees from without the organization came together, different departments, all employees that worked with members in that frontline role, met together to determine what were the most important parts of their service to a member. REAL stands for reliable, efficient, accommodating, and loyal. And when I think about what those words mean, reliable is the consistency that members experience with the service. It's the same whether they come into a branch, they call on the phone, they visit our website.
To me, efficient means that I am going to do the best that I can to make sure that I get the things right in a timely manner for the member, so that way they won't have to come back over and over to get something done. It's done correctly.
We'll have a member come in and they'll start talking about, well, it'll be an elderly member, and one of them he'll start talking about experiences he had with his wife, and you can see that it's very emotional and it touches them, and then like you can reach out and touch their hand or just you sympathize with them, and it's just amazing how much we are there for our members and how much they feel comfortable with us to just tell us those experiences.
You remember some of the people like the Bash Elders. I do remember them because they truly needed help.
When my husband and I were in a wreck last year, it was financially devastating because it was a single car accident. We lost everything in the wreck, and he was injured almost to the point of fatality. When we got home, we had nothing to go on, and for the next year, he was, it's hard to talk about. For the next year, he, not only did he go through a lot of surgeries, but he was on heavy medication and was unable to work. And since I work out of my home, I could hardly work either. So we called the credit union.
David and Deborah Boshelder, wonderful people, but they were in need. And I'm happy to say that between myself and the Vice President of Mortgage Lending, we were able to help them consolidate their debt and get their payments down so that it would help them in their time of need.
They dealt with us with compassion and respect and gave us an option that we didn't even think was possible. We would not have made it without them, truly. I mean, that's what it's all about, is friends helping friends.
When we work with members and their finances, we have the ability to change their life, to improve what they do. Never underestimate the impact that your service has on them that day, that month, that year. If you work in accounting or IT or marketing, they provide us with the ability to serve members every day. And the focus of the Real Standards was across the whole organization, not just those employees that work with members. And the small actions that those employees do that enable us to serve members really makes a difference in our ability to get those member service interactions right.
TDECU is like a home away from home. You always, when you walk in, hey, how's it going? There's some coffee over there, drinks, cookies, or whatever, It makes you want to kick your shoes off.
When we go to the credit union to bank, I really feel like it's a home They are very friendly, more than willing to help you in any way possible. And it's just been a great experience baking at the credit union.
The real standards aren't just what brought us here today, they're what's going to carry us into the future. Keeping the real standards a part of the service that you give our members and each other every day is so important. Keep living them in your day-to-day work.
It was awesome. I mean, I couldn't believe it. It was like it went from dark to light.
When a member walks out the door, they're going to remember the person that they were with. They're going to remember the way that you made them feel in that service transactions. They're not going to remember the specifics of that transaction in years to come, but they're going to remember you and the service that you gave.